7:01. Well, shall we commence the festivities? Nothing's here? Let's call this meeting to order. You okay, Barbie, with that?
I'm good, I'm
All
coming
right.
over right now.
You're fine, go ahead, you be there. Let's start with the minutes. Everybody's had a chance to read it into our pledge. Oh, I'm sorry, I always forget those.
Moment of silence.
Thank you. All right. Thanks for reminding me. Miss Barbie, you better take it.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Old habits are hard to break. I never had to do that. It's been 20 years.
Hey Kevin, can anyone please?
You want, okay. I'll wait till he returns. Everybody had a chance to read the minutes, I take it? Okay. Need a motion to accept the minutes.
I make motion we accept the minutes.
Second,
With the one correction.
it's no longer a correction, she's already made it. So we don't have to correct anything. Okay, so, all in favor? Aye. Oh, we forgot roll call. Shoot, I'm kidding. If you don't want to do it, it's fine by me.
I know who's here.
You know who's here, that works, I'm pleased with that. All right, so that takes us down to approve the March finance report. And I'm gonna allow Angel to present that, no change.
Okay, so there was the more change, which when I had originally sent it to you guys, the email, I put liquid fuels, King County 8 by accident, I did fix that after it was pointed out. For the month of March, your expenditures altogether came to $6,849.43. Your revenue for March was $5,510.22. Now that was just for March. Your year-to-date, you have spent $47,258. Oh wait, I've got those backwards. I'm so sorry.
Right, that's
I've got those backwards. My pages are backwards.
Let me ask you, does anybody want, all of you guys have hard copies of this. Do you guys want you cold? You want a hard copy?
I didn't get, wait a minute.
Let's get them.
I'm here on that.
March 27th,
Okay.
You just do that automatically in the future for some of
Okay.
them. I have it on the computer here. That makes it print your own. All right.
Well, no, it's not printers, Joe.
I got one tablet, but I don't work on it.
Mine is
No, I feel like
I went and bought one of those wireless jobbies, and I'm like technologically stupid. So of course, I have this printer sitting in my den, but.
me? No, I have a laptop, or no. Or an iPad.
Yes,
Tablet.
he got today.
He is.
I have nothing. Not this. I have an iPhone.
Your phone?
That's why he's very
You have something here, but let's talk about this right now, we'll bring it up. Look at workers' comp, if you will. You know, that on the expenditure side.
And more than I use.
Yeah, I'm the same thing.
I hate to go through it twice.
I don't know,
Yeah,
I like a couple.
And look at the
It
year
actually
to
tastes
date,
really
the
good.
yearly totals.
I don't, it doesn't.
We're
keep
almost
me up.
there.
We're almost there.
We're only quarter away, yeah.
Cheaper than hard copies.
Yeah, that's, that all right, it's gonna delay us a little bit, but I'd rather everybody have something to refer to.
Better in the long run.
Okay, we did the minutes.
Yeah, we're stuck on the next item.
Remember the basketball game?
We're held up on the finance report.
Villanova and Michigan.
Let me do something else here so we can keep going. I want to thank Reverend Spaders. Speaking of the finance report, he is posting this on his website. Let me just see, make sure I get this. He posts the finance report, the minutes, and our ordinance. Reverend, thank you. We appreciate it. We want to cast as much light on this as we can, so if somebody were out there, I hope they would, if they look at one thing, look at the finance report.
Right,
And here's where you can find that. It's wbcis.com.
WBCIS dot, all lowercase?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it's not capital letters.
Yes.
Is this for the common people?
That's on his card, right?
Yeah.
Did you get one of his cards?
No, I don't think I did.
Are you dumbing it down for long?
Well, yes.
It helps. It helps.
Don't take that as an insult,
I wouldn't know it.
because I'm still trying to figure out all the, what they call the keys on the, I'm like, what's an underscore? What's a little bit?
Something else, Mitchell, you helped us out. Your article that covered our ordinances. A woman from, a code enforcement officer from Lawrence Township saw that. She came up here. She did a little tutorial for us. So it helped us out.
Now
Appreciate
she's
it.
working part-time for, she's
Thanks.
gotta start working,
Yes.
she's gotta start working for COG part-time.
Okay.
It was just, I don't know who did the article, Friday or Saturday night was in the progress. She's gotta start part-time working for them, plus Lawrence Township, so have.
Good, good. Well, no, I'll hit a couple other things. We are going to start, Angel wasn't here to validate this, maybe we're already getting the BCIMA minutes. Reverend Spade brought up the point the last time that some of the members.
We used to get the minutes.
Well, where I'm going with that, so when it comes time to elect new officers, that can be something that you can consider. We'll have that information. Say this board member, for example, missed X amount of meetings or attended X amount of meetings. That was your point, right, Reverend?
So I just brought that as what I findings.
saw.
I made no criticism of it.
No, well, I think that's information that, when we vote, I want that information. It doesn't mean I won't vote for the person, but that's something else to consider. Go ahead, are we back to?
Yeah, your revenue
finance
should be
report.
on top, which is your income. So for March, you brought in $6,849 and you spent and 43 cents. And in March, you spent $5,510.22. So you did bring in, a little bit more than you spent, not a lot, but a little bit.
Where is that on there that we brought in? Okay, just at the bottom you talk?
It
Yeah,
would be-
there's the total
What you bring in will
operating.
be
Totally operating.
on the
Yeah.
revenue part, and expenditures will be,
On the back.
come right down to the bottom where it's in, mine's in blue,
Okay.
for March.
Yeah, we got, okay, I'm good.
You with us there?
I am. See, no?
Good, anything else you want us to draw our attention to?
won't bring it up.
Not really. So far this year, you brought in $22,744.24.
Okay,
That
now,
might seem a little low, but that's, or you
that's
spent
the
that,
runway,
yeah.
our representative,
Yeah.
it's lumpy, it doesn't come in.
I mean, what you bring in always goes up at the beginning of summer. That's when you're gonna probably double.
First of May is when you'll start to get your.
Yeah.
There's, again, I'm gonna let you guys do this, there's one thing on the expenditure side that begs a question, should catch your eye, and we should, doesn't mean anything's wrong, it just means you should see something and ask a question, and then I'm gonna let that up to somebody else. Just so you get used to
Like
using
there's no
it.
tomorrow.
What's that?
The bottom just fell out of the streetlights all of a sudden. We went from one
Yeah,
ungodly price to what should be normal.
yeah, and what happened, two of those big ones,
Yeah.
right, ended up in the same month. There's
Yeah.
one bill that comes in for about $700, and they both hit the same
Yeah.
beginning, right?
Yeah, basically, your Penelec, I don't know why, but you have some that come in on the 3rd, you have some that come in on the 13th, and then you have one big one that's usually around $600, and it comes in literally like 3 days before the month is over.
I want to say something else, save us some time here. We're gonna have an analyst come in and tell us what, to analyze this electric bill. Mary Sue, the wife
Crazy.
made that call, yeah, $9,000 for lights, street lights seems to be over the top. So they're gonna look at they're gonna analyze this and tell us what's happening there.
That could be spent somewhere different.
We have to deal with that, but for the moment, let's let this guy do his analysis and then we'll revisit this issue. There's still one thing, I'll give you a couple minutes.
Well, even the workers' comp, we talked about that before. January was $268, February it's $150, and March we're up to $656.
And that's exactly where it's going. Look at the year-to-date column and compare that to the budget. We're
What?
already,
You're almost at your.
did you see what?
That's
We
ridiculous.
had no,
How did it go from 150 to
No,
60?
now, to me, that's roughly 5% just off the top of my head. In my mind, it seems high, and I've complained about this. You said when we visited with them, they said everything is cool.
They said everything is cool.
Just tell us-
seriously?
I'm with you. We will look at this more carefully at some point. But what do you have to say?
This is one of those that you report every 3 quarters. So what we do is we go to a specific website for this, and I put in what the wages are, and it already knows the percentages and et cetera.
Well, but you filed in January and February. If I understand you, you're saying you filed quarterly, but since there was stuff there for January and February.
January and February, the way it works, this is what they're telling us is they're deducting from the pay. Like, it wasn't actually filed yet. The January, February, March, that's what the QuickBooks has been suggesting we deduct.
Okay. Well, what did we actually, have we paid in 1,074 today? That's
Yes,
what
we-
it says.
That's what it says. That, we haven't paid it in yet, because it's not due till, it's not due actually until, I think, the 25th of April.
Okay.
So, they always make it that it's due a month after that quarter ends.
It seems weird,
but-
right? When we budget 1,800, we're already over 1,000.
I would agree. But yeah, when QuickBooks brings up everybody's paychecks, this is what QuickBooks is saying we will be deducting.
Okay.
I don't know. There has been issues with QuickBooks, which I actually, when we have our next workshop, I have something to discuss on the issue of QuickBooks.
Okay.
But there have been some issues with QuickBooks as of even lately, as of even like the last pay period.
We'll talk about this. Let's put that on hold.
Yeah.
Just so we don't drag this one on. We'll deal with that. It probably won't be this Wednesday. We have somebody from an insurance agent that's talking to us this Wednesday. But we will deal with
Yeah,
that, all right?
I would
Just put that on hold,
Yeah,
and we'll get
you
to
put it
that.
on hold, but, basically
We'll
from your
remember.
unemployment up, all of that is estimated from QuickBooks. So
And I
if
know
there's
there
an
was-
issue with one,
Right,
there's
remember,
probably an
I-
issue with that whole.
And I was complaining years ago about what you were paying for Social Security
Yeah.
and Medicare, that it was not right. This, just off the top of my head, appears to be right.
So we're gonna get, it's gonna be about 260 every 3 months.
It should be, you should be able to figure it out, if you take 7.5% of payroll, that's what that number in the Medicare, Social Security, Medicare should be. So if somebody has a calculator. But I'm just looking at it real quickly, and it looks ballpark to me.
That's
All right. Are we all right here with this finance report, with the problems that we've pointed out, some stuff we need to discuss? Can we make a motion? With that far, Kevin, do you have anything else?
I'm good, I'm good.
Everyone's cool here? All right, the number that we're approving for the month of March, we spent $5,510.22. So I need a motion to approve those bills for the month of March. Kathy, second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I'm not fine. All right, that takes us down to our favorite topic, insurance. That never seems to end. We'll discuss the bond for employees. There are 2 problems there. One, let's assume that it's the proper bond for the moment. She's insured for $25,000. So if she takes the money and runs, we get $25,000. The most, you and I sat down and you thought that should be closer to $75,000,
I would say
right?
those were 75.
And the other way it can be done is what Donna did. And if that happens to, either one of these things happens, we should be taken out to target defendant. Did you know what I mean?
Or prosecuted.
Yes, yeah, so we want to do a better job. Now, I would say with the tools we're using here, it's less likely that Donna would get away with that with us right now, is it not?
It's especially less likely now that you have online banking.
Okay.
Definitely, I would agree.
And with there are fewer accounts,
There are fewer
and you're getting
accounts.
rid of these credit cards, you probably don't
Yes.
have the new one yet.
Not yet,
You can't, right, and I get that. And so when it's all said and done, we'll end up with one credit card. We'll get rid of everything else, and as few of these bank accounts as we can. We can't keep track. You know, if you have a half dozen bank accounts, it's hard on you as a bookkeeper, right? Okay, that takes, I don't want to get to that one yet. I'm sorry. Still on the thing with the bond. So the question is, the bond should be closer to 75,000 than 25.
And who's the one? Joe is bonded, right?
Yes, and what are you
Okay.
bonded for?
25.
Now, you know more about this. This leads me to the second question. Do we have the right bond? There is no
No,
policy here
I
for
don't
me
think-
to read.
I don't think it's the right bond.
You think we have a surety bond where it
It
should
was
be a
back, it was
fidelity
even
bond?
on that paper that I filled out, it was a surety bond rather than a
So
fidelity.
if these guys take the money and run,
We don't-
we get nothing. Nothing.
Now, when we went to get, or whoever went to get everybody bonded, weren't the people that we paid for this, didn't they give us any information on which one we should have?
Well, it
Or
was
is that on
Randy.
us?
Well, it's on both. Ultimately, the buck stops here.
Right.
Did you know what I mean?
Right.
We have to know what we're doing. And
You would figure he'd have known which bond.
He should have, right. So now, here, I have, there's more to this insurance stuff. But to deal with this, next week and the week after is going to be Insurance Week. Somebody's doing a presentation to us collectively on Wednesday, and then I'm meeting with somebody else on Thursday. So can we just leave this bond issue be shortly? We haven't been covered up to this point, because I'm thinking we're going to get new insurance here. You know, so I don't want to insure with this guy and then drop him. That's how we all feel. There is more to this. Did you all get the email that I sent you from the insurance agent? Did you get that where he recommended that, get that?
From Barnes and Burns?
Yes,
Yes.
where he recommended we can drop, this is the same as what we already dropped out. Can't think of the first-party benefits. Remember, there's
Where it was
first-party
doubled. It was
benefits,
doubled.
yes. So we also have something called the PIP, Personal Insurance Protection, and then uninsured and underinsured. We have more than the law requires. We have additional coverage. And you saw the email. Basically, he's saying that protects employees, not the borough, but the employees are covered by workers' comp if something happens to them in an auto accident. So we're just paying for stuff
We don't need.
that we don't seem to need. It'd be better to have that money to do something else with, like make a payment on borrowed money to pave our roads. Yeah, we were spending about 8,000 on insurance, and we have that down, I think, about half now. We're down to about 4, if I'm not mistaken. So I'd like to get rid of any other one, commandeered auto. We decide we don't need that. Drop commandeered auto, drop the additional benefits on PIP, uninsured and underinsured. Can we get a motion to do those things
I'll make a motion to drop the insurances
that we just listed? Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Everybody? Okay, now may I get a quick report from you on that? We've been making a lot of changes. So the last time we wanted to drop excess first-party benefits, borrowed auto, and wanted to raise the deductible from $250 to $1,000. Can you guys tell us what happened there?
Randy never got back to me.
Oh, okay.
He was here the one day he dropped off the stuff for Joe's bond, and I said they would like to raise the deductible, and he's like, yeah, just shoot me out an email. I did.
No response.
That was that.
Oh, okay. We'll deal with that the same way. We have a guy coming on Wednesday. We'll do that. Now, here's something else I would like to do. What we're doing here is too slow. We find a problem, we have to wait a month, come to this meeting. We need to make a motion that gives these two the authority to make decisions before the meeting regarding this insurance. And they'll be advised by the professionals, by us, if we decide to do stupid coverage like this, rather than
We
wait.
would have something we wasn't sure of, we would contact
Yes, but if we're clear on what we want to do, it would be nice if we could just make that decision and get it done with, rather than waiting until the next month where we're just formally voting on something.
I thought that was the
It
reason
is-
why
It is,
we
it
put
is.
Joe in the position. that he's in.
And I think that's right. He actually has the authority to do that. Can you hold on just a second? I'll get that. And the only reason I bring this up, Borough Council created this mess, and Borough Council should fix this mess before we throw it on them and ask them to fix it.
Kathy's not sure if that is going to be legal, so that's something.
Well, giving them a motion, I think they actually have the authority to do that. They are management. We are to set policy, they are to run the day-to-day business. Now, we're trying to establish policy here. If you're uncomfortable with it, we don't have to do it. Reverend Spade had a comment, go ahead.
I have the same question that Honorable Council has, and that is, are you going to ratify everything that they do?
With insurance. With insurance.
With
We want to
insurance.
give them carte blanche, so to speak. But they're gonna make, now, if they can't obviously drop all of our coverage. Do you know what I mean? If they do something like that at the next meeting, we're gonna deal with that. But they can make reasonable changes, and we're gonna be around the table. We're gonna be talking with a professional.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like this guy said, you can drop these things. If, instead of having this meeting, I would have allowed them to make those decisions, and then they can inform us what they did.
Yeah.
But we would know in advance what's going to happen. We just didn't vote on it. So we're voting now to say you make informed decisions. We will know. There'll be no secrets, no surprises. I just want to speed this process up a little. This is too cumbersome.
And as a citizen, I would like you to ratify it as council. After the fact.
After the fact, yes. And we can then take a vote and do that. I'm trying to save us some money as fast as I can. See, just
Well, she said, she's cool with it as long as we're legal, sure we're legal to do it
Yeah.
that way.
But we have to take, as far as I know, we are fine, but I don't have the luxury of having an attorney next to me. Like if you went to the county commissioners meeting, they have somebody right there. I'd say we should be okay. That if anyone's uncomfortable with it,
Didn't we vote them in as management to make small decisions?
Yes.
Up to a certain point?
well,
of
that was on
time?
something different, but just being managers. Our job is to set policy, their job is to run the day-to-day business. Now, some of this, you get into a gray area there. We are setting policy, and we've been talking about this for a long time, so it's not like they're going to make decisions made in the dark, and it's not like we don't know what's going on. We're going to be at the table, and we can vote after the fact. But just allow them to speed this up, allow them to make some changes, and if we want to change insurance companies before the next meeting, I'd like to give them, just so they don't leave us uninsured. We're already in a mess. We're not insured the way we're supposed to be. We're wasting money. So I think they're on top of it.
We're underinsured as far as by bond,
And-
overinsured when it comes to other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we have insurance that does us no good. It's completely inappropriate. We collect nothing anywhere. I'm going to leave that up to you. If somebody make a motion, if you're comfortable with it. If nobody is, we'll continue at the same pace.
I motion that we allow
Management,
management to make those insurance decisions.
seconded.
Kathy
As
said-
long as
All in favor? Aye, all of us? Okay. All right. Okay, we made quite a bit there. That, you all clear on that? What we got? That takes us down to, we brought this up the last time. We're talking about eliminating the truck account. We take money from checking account A, and we put it into checking account B, and then we pay our truck payment. That's the only thing we do with that. It just causes back office book complications, and it makes it harder for us, because now there's an extra account. Jack had an objection. He claimed that it said in the loan agreement that you had to have this account. I read the loan agreement. She did something that's a little bit smarter. She just simply contacted USDA. And what did they say? You saw the response.
I think what it really was, I think it was to put the money in, but once they started
For
to
the
draw
grant.
out, once
Well-
you started to make payments, it didn't have to, it could make a payment out of a different account.
One was for a grant,
Yes.
and the other is for a loan. We're talking
Right,
loan now.
right.
You needed that for the grant, so you have to
Right.
keep the two separate. And you did that right with the grant, but then the account just stayed in existence.
Yeah.
And now it's just, you get, it doesn't make sense. Account A, account B, then
Yeah.
pay,
You take from one bank and put it to the other bank.
Yeah, why were you
Remove the
doing
money.
that? Yeah, just
And
simplify the whole.
Eli's who I contacted, I asked him about it. He basically said, we don't care where the money comes from.
What was it?
Yeah,
As
well,
long
you
as
sent
we
us
get-
that, you sent that email, right? And he
Yes.
said, I'll have the paperwork out to you
Yes,
next
and he
week.
did send the paperwork.
And I sent that to all of you, right? You all saw that.
Yeah, the paperwork's pretty, it's exactly the same thing that we had to take to CMB to open the account.
It's the
to begin
routing
with.
number and the
It's
account
just-
number, right? That's
Which
all
one?
it was.
The bank just has to fill it out.
Yeah, all right. So we're cool with, okay, so I,
What did the grant say? What did the
Yeah.
grant say?
Yeah, all I have to do
He
is
ran
Thursday when I
this.
go in,
wait a minute.
give it to one of the girls, they fill it out, and then I fax it
What
to
does the
you.
bank have? Oh,
Down
oh,
here.
I got you. That will be the account for the general
Yeah.
revenue.
Yeah,
Account
switch
number
the-
and
yeah.
routing number.
To whatever
Got it.
account we're switching to,
Right,
they
that's
have
where
to
the money
sign off
comes
on.
from.
Yeah.
I'm with you, I got it, okay. All right, I need a motion to eliminate the second checking account for the truck.
Make a motion that we eliminate the truck account.
Second?
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye, anybody? Kathy?
Alright,
Kathy's okay. Good,
One-
unanimous?
one thing,
Go ahead.
whatever money's in that account, you better take it out of it, that, if you're gonna close that account.
Yeah, hold it, we will do that after we make sure it's
Right,
working.
we'll make sure it's working.
Yes.
Because there's over $1,000 in it,
There's-
as far as I know.
Yeah,
I'm really, yeah, so where it's going, do they have that account especially known to take out of that account? So we're gonna have to let. That's what she's.
That's, she's doing all that paperwork, let me,
Sure.
just hold on here.
Numbers and stuff.
Check out your finance report just real quickly here. Where is that, on sheet 2? All right, there is $3,500 in the truck fund, almost $3,600. So
More payments to get us through the
we
year.
will leave that until we're sure that it's coming out of general revenue. And then you don't need to, you tell us what you've done, but you just close that account and let us know that you've done that. Just so we make sure we follow up on things. Okay. We did that, we got everything done there that we needed. And that takes us the same thing with pledging. It's just another savings account, and you can see that again on your finance report. And what's in that? $6,000, almost $7,000. It's just another account. It's difficult for us to be good stewards of the borough's money if we have to look at all these different accounts. It just simplifies things. Same argument, always the same argument. Keep it simple, stupid, and you being stupid.
That one I would like to keep though, really, but that's.
Well, go ahead.
That's just my opinion on that, and you just keep that and you kind of forget about it, and then if you do have an issue in the future, you
Well,
have a little bit of money to fall back on.
Here's a way to do that. It's even simpler. It's just, if you want a savings account, just open it right down here. Again, she can see everything on one computer screen instead of having to go to 2 screens. What does that say?
She thought for that, but we don't wanna do that because we don't wanna use our own money for.
We can't do that, yes, we're not allowed to
We're
do
not
that.
gonna use our money for that.
None of our money's going to go into the flood project account. So if you put it into general revenue, we can see clearly how much money we have to work with. I don't have to add stuff up. You know, and then I forget, I say, is this a restricted account? So when we're done here, we're going to be down to 2 accounts. We're going to have general revenue, and then we're going to have, you have it as highway aid, that is that liquid fuels? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, that's liquid fuels.
Can we change the name of one or the other? Make
Yes.
them, because I'll forget, and then that confuses me.
The POTRT is just for now, I'm just trying saving after it, and
Okay.
then I'll figure out a way to word that better for
Right.
you.
We talking pledge it?
You pledge it. You're saying that is not a user-friendly site to begin with. Did you tell me that?
It's kind of a pain.
All right, so that's another reason. Let's, and again, at some point, we're not gonna have that problem. I wish we could have a savings account, but you can see,
Yeah.
with the stuff that's coming next, we're not gonna,
If you put it down here, she'll be able to watch it better anyway.
all on one screen, all at Northwest. Just keep it simple. You guys with me on that? If so, I need a motion to get rid of the pledge it savings account. Bring that home as well. And we can always open these things again. That was open for one because they paid a little bit of a higher interest rate. It's money market
At one
fund.
time, they did pay.
Yes, now nobody's paying, but
No.
to get any real interest, you need a higher amount than we have. You're
Yeah.
getting incremental advantage for just being.
$17 a year.
So,
Yeah.
so what you wanna say is we wanna, get rid of the pledge savings account, we're gonna move it to the checking account?
We're gonna move it to general revenue.
General revenue.
Yes, to the checking account. All right. That's what it's all part of, it's general
We
revenue.
can't move the pledge and make it open a savings account down here and put it in.
We can do that. For the moment, let's just move it into general revenue.
Okay.
If we have
All right.
excess money and say this money's getting no interest for us, we will
We're
then
not
open
gonna get
it.
much anyway.
On the savings
Right.
either, yeah, then
No.
they might,
And we're gonna
if we
spend
make
some
money on the
money.
savings, they're gonna dock us
Yeah,
something.
we're not gonna have much of a surplus here when we do what we talk about later on in this agenda. Do some
Okay.
paving. So we're gonna spend this money, I hate to say that, but
Okay.
between Taj Mahal and paving. which
All
we're
right,
gonna get to.
I'll make a motion that we get rid of
The pledged savings account and move that money into our
General revenue.
general revenue.
Second, all in favor? Aye. All right, we're clipping along here. That takes us down, now we come to a harder issue. It is reduce council to 5. And the thinking behind that is right now, you can't get us out of here. Once we're here, we are entrenched. For one, it's just easier to get on the ballot as an incumbent. If you're an outsider and you want to oppose one of us, you have a much higher bar, a higher standard. Just to get on the ballot, you can run as a write-in. But experience says here almost all elections are uncontested. That's not fair. That's not right. That's not what they want. That's why Mickey Mouse will get more votes than some councilman, and he's not real. That's a protest
But
vote.
that doesn't fall on that's not our fault that it's like that. You know, it's not.
Ultimately, fault that nobody else wants to run.
I know, but the population is too small.
Yeah.
You know, for a population this size, you shouldn't have 7 councilmen. It's just, we're entrenched. That's not right. It's just not right.
Yeah, I mean, it's
You
been,
know what I
it's
mean?
been
You
this
can't
way
get
for a
some-
lot of years.
It has, and it's
But
been
again,
wrong. It's been
the,
bad.
You know, people went down, we had a lot more population
We're
compared
right.
to what we had before.
We're down to 300 voters roughly.
Right. But I mean, this the way you're putting it, I'm not offended, it's like no one
No.
wants to run against us and that, or.
I'm saying it's difficult. For
Yeah,
one, they have
yeah,
a
it's just-
they're at a disadvantage. Here's the way it works here. Most people here get appointed to this position. Once you are appointed, you can be entrenched for life. It's
Oh,
virtually
yeah.
impossible to get you out.
Yeah,
I could be a
understand
real
that.
scumbag. It's that Zukic is whatever he is. We
Yeah.
don't want him there, but they can't get me out.
Yeah, but
It's not our fault, or any
Well,
of us are like that, but it is what
right,
it is.
it-
It's
it'll
more,
make-
it's more the people who aren't on
It
council's
is.
fault.
But by making it a fewer number, at least then you may have a contested, you may have some competition if there's 5.
Yeah.
Here, use the last
And we may
example. There
not.
were 4 council positions open and 2 people running. So those 2 people, even if they get 1 vote each, they win. You know, that's just, we have an opportunity to fix that. And as far as, I'll move on, I think I've made that point well enough. But the way we do it, by pulling people off of the street, that assumes there's no skill set required to do this job. You wouldn't pull somebody off the street and say, you are an auto technician or an electrician, I want you to fix my wiring. You will probably make the situation worse. And that's what we've seen in the past here. Most people that bitch don't even vote. Oh, yeah, most
Oh,
people
yeah,
bitch. That's true. That's true.
90%.
Now, that doesn't mean we shouldn't try to fix the problem and do what we can do.
Right.
I mean, if they want to get rid of us, they should have at least some chance. And so the other reason for voting, I think that, again, there's a skill set required. Just pulling off people off the street doesn't mean they have the skills. You wouldn't have someone fix your car, it'd probably make it worse.
I quit
We've
waiting to
had
be able
this.
to vote.
Yes,
That was
well,
a big
people
thing.
should vote. But again, some don't go because they figure it doesn't matter. These people are gonna get elected anyway, so what's the point? Maybe if they're, like, they showed up for the mayor's vote. That was a really good turnout because that was a contested election. There were 2 people running, and they voted, they didn't want Bill, so they, didn't show up to vote against him almost. So it does work. That might actually generate some interest if there's some competition to be elected here. And as far as being able to do the job, if you look at the township and the county, they each have, there are 3 county commissioners, 3 township supervisors, and they seem to do the job. Why do we need 7? I'm not, you know, everybody gets their own vote on this, I'm just presenting it to you. You know, I can't force anybody.
Because we're extra special.
Yeah, yeah.
I just don't want, I mean, you know, I want to be here so I can hopefully do something that's going to improve the town.
Right.
And I'm sure
They-
that's why
everybody
Kelly's
here, I
here,
think we
that's
have
why
a really
Joe's
good-
here, it's why Barbie's here, it's why we're all here.
Right,
You know,
right.
and I'd hate to see somebody who really who has a desire to be here and wants to do it, be out.
Well, I think then you have to campaign, you have to knock on doors and say, hey, look, this is my skill set, you should vote for me instead of that guy. I don't.
There's still a lot of volunteer work out there, even if you don't become a council member,
Yes.
you can do to help.
It's like
So it's
right
not
now.
about being, I think five is more than enough.
Well, let me give you an
Yeah, I
example.
don't have a problem, you know, I'm just.
Right, I know, but I don't think, Kevin, he's not saying that we don't do a job, we're just
No,
saying
I
that
know that.
you could do just as good a job with just five, and it kinda makes it competitive.
Yes, that's where I'm at, and we do have outsiders, and I'll use Mary Sue Huey. She doesn't even live in the borough, and she's helping me all the
Thank God we
time.
have her.
Yeah, so as Calvin said, we can still help the community even if we're not here.
I mean, she's made one bad mistake.
Let's let it's up to you now. I've made my speech on that. Anybody have anything?
Are you looking for a motion to do this?
Need a motion to do this, yes, let's
I'll motion that we drop the council down to five.
second, all in favor? Aye. We got you reluctantly. I didn't see much enthusiasm there. All right, that passed then. That means we already have an appointment with the attorney, right, Joe, on the 11th?
I have the, no.
He was the mayor.
And I would like, I'm going to take a class, but I'd like Mark to also go and take flagging training, because if Walt would decide to retire, or if, say he would be off or something, we still need somebody else that has the flagger certificate besides me. I have one, but maybe we would need two flaggers.
Is that cluttered? What's it say, the last? I'm sorry, Joe.
Better check. You better check
An ordinance for what?
to have an ordinance officer, correct?
No, we can do that.
My question is, you don't have an ordinance for tickets, or aren't you doing that?
We don't know yet, not that far. We
So
can
what
work
good
with-
is the officers, they
Well, the
can't do
officer can
anything?
go out, we can enforce, if you read the ordinances, we can enforce the ordinances with, it says borough official. So anybody we appoint as a borough official or employee, whoever, or us, can enforce it. We will be okay there.
Which
We'll just-
ordinance is that?
All of, most of them. Look at the bottom where in the penalty, I guess, description. I'd have to look at the exact numbers. They always end in .99. And it usually says, this is enforced by a borough official for the most part. We left that open-ended intentionally. But we have them anyway. If we run into problems, deal with that then. But as far as I know, we should be just fine. Okay, go. I'm sorry, Joe. Didn't mean to
Okay,
interrupt you.
I had Mark sign up for the flagger certificate. He's gonna take that course that day down there. If I understand it right in the handbook for training that way, he'll still get paid for 6 hours for being
Yes,
taking that class.
that's right. Right, we can't.
We're just gonna ride together.
Yes.
So, we're gonna do it
Yes.
that way,
And
and that'll
just-
get that certificate under his belt, and it'll be good for 3
Yes,
years.
and you
then.
can follow the handbook, just
Yeah.
your reimbursement and all that. This is your call, not ours. That's a management
I
decision.
suggested it, and he thought it
Yes.
over, and then he's gonna take it, so it is it's a good policy to have.
It'll show up on the finance report as an expenditure, and we will approve it. And that's basically there's stuff in the budget to do that anyway.
And basically, our other thing is, we're gonna take those packets, if we need some more, we're gonna get them, and we're gonna get them out to the different, companies, and then I'm sure they're gonna come around and wanna look at what has to be done before they jump in to give us an actual bid, and anything that way.
Okay,
But we will have to mark out, we'll just take when there's a day of training and actually make a place down there and mark it with paint. We have to, we'll put a cross drain, we can put a cross drain in down there. I don't think it will take us too much to do that over and tie in the other one.
and if we're gonna do it, Let's do it before we
Yeah.
pave.
No, that's exactly right, we're gonna do that before we pay.
You have anything else for us?
No, not at the moment. I have some other little things, but I'm not even gonna bother burden the council with it because it's stuff that I can handle
You
on
do
my
it?
own. Yeah,
All right.
I can do it.
Anything-
It's nothing-
anything
nothing
else?
big.
I have nothing, other than, like I said, when we get a moment in a workshop, I have some things to bring up with QuickBooks, but
Okay, let's do it.
it's not anything to deal with here.
Okay, we'll do that. Sorry, this is a long meeting. Let's go. All right, it's your turn. Update on the archaeological.
BCIMA could not locate the archaeological report that was done in 1990. Our next step is to contact their engineering firm, which was Stifler and McGraw, and get a copy from them. This is gonna cost money. They're not just gonna give it to us for free.
Real.
So we basically need to, and I'm not sure how much,
Let's find out how much, and again, that has to come from the flood project budget,
Well,
not
that was
our
my
budget,
guess.
and that will be up to, we can run this by Jessica, which should be cheaper still than having it redone.
right, which she gave me, she sent me an email this past week, and she stated that it was important that we find this because it
Mhm.
would be a game changer, you know,
Right.
save us a lot of money.
Right.
and-
She was up this way last week, she was down and talking to Donna Moore, so.
Oh.
Because Donna's on, she used to be on BCIMA.
She's still on.
Is
She's
she
still on
still
there?
on there?
Yeah.
Well, she was up to talk to her. But you would think that is who, we didn't retain it, but that's who we've used for an engineering theory.
Before, well, what's the next step then? Do you do anything? Is it up to Jessica? Who's doing what here?
I can contact, Stifler and McGraw unless Angel wants to send them out a letter, explain the situation to them, and see if we can possibly get a copy. You people be generous and just say, here you go.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, how
hey,
much can the
I
road
can
charge
agree.
us really?
Right,
$10,000.
but again, it has to come
I'm
from
not,
the,
that's not just pulling something out of my hat either. It's very easy
Well-
with them. They're crazy.
well, we can look
They
at, get a
hold-
price compared to
I
the
think my
cost of
niece
the.
works for them. She does, my niece is, I think, she works for Stifler. One of them, engineering firms, she's
Yeah,
gonna become an
Joel was the
engineer.
one that usually came here to meetings that we had, was,
He usually attends the BCI
that's
meetings.
who- is he at every meeting? Does he go to every
Yeah,
meeting?
well, he wasn't the last one, but he generally attends them all. Just about all of them, they're trying to save some money too
Well,
by
I
not.
understand.
It's not that much money, but it's still enough to be a
Well,
big savings.
He gets paid from the time he
Oh,
leaves to the time he gets home.
Gets paid for coming up to the
I'll email
meetings.
Stifler McGraw, why
Thanks.
don't you look into the price of a new one, and then we'll have them to compare.
Jessica would have the price of the new dig,
The
she would know that,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
and she
find that
already has a
out.
firm in mind.
Or
Yeah,
did you
so-
talk to her? Move
I
her in?
did call Rick, and I mean, he looked for it for a week,
Yeah.
and he did not get back to me. He told me that he would get back to me by Wednesday, because he knew we had our workshops on Wednesday night, which he did not. It was unable to be, he said he would get back to me if he could locate it. If I didn't hear from him, they haven't found it yet. So I did not hear from him, so,
Have you contacted DEP?
He's
no, I
good.
have not.
He's
They
good to
have.
get back to you and stuff, too. He's-
DEP would have it?
Oh, yeah.
They'd have to, if they've done any digs or anything or any archaeological,
Oh, yeah.
DEP would have to have cleared it and stuff.
In fact, I can't understand, Doug Hill said that he was going to submit everything 3 months ago. Why hasn't he
We've
been
never
there?
had any kind of contact from DEP here at all.
Doug Hill is the
Okay.
new chief, Jake
Well, who's
Kronashek
doing
was.
this? Who's contacting DEP? What are we doing? Are we contacting DEP? You can have
Yeah.
Jessica, Jessica can do that as easily as you can, and she gets paid for
Well,
it. It's
I
up to
can
you.
email Jessica and,
Okay.
talk to her
That's,
about.
thank you,
having
that's a good
It's
suggestion.
free to get it from
Right.
DEP.
Right.
Say DP bring it just.
Right,
What
right.
would you do with that?
But they have it all.
Somebody
Jake
will find it.
Kronashek was the chief at that time.
All right,
Can you spell that?
well, I got,
JAKE.
right, yeah.
Doug
Are
Hill's
you
the
taking this
temporary.
upon yourself, Barbie, or are you contacting Jessica?
I'll
or-
contact Jessica. and I'll
Okay, all right,
See
all
if
right,
she could
okay.
do DEP.
That's what, do you have anything else?
I do not.
We're done? We can, okay. We did the BCIA minutes, streetlight cost analysis. Is there anything else that anybody else has? Anybody want to make a motion that this meeting be adjourned? Second. All in favor? Aye. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will forward the email from Doug Gill. Yeah,
All right.
who said he was going to do all this.
Appreciate your good input.
Thank you for watching the Coalport Council meeting held April the 2nd, 2018. The Citizen Advocate Committee has questions that you may consider and respond to appropriately. Do you feel Borough Council should be reduced to 5 councilors? Do you have observations and/or questions in regard to policy or council actions? Send your comments to visionpress@windstream.net. Thank you for viewing the April 2nd, 2018 Coalport Borough Monthly Council Meeting. Have a great night.